fellow guests. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, the word adrenaline means the substance that your body produces when you are angry, excited, frightened, that makes your heart beat faster. Does that signify that we experience adrenaline like almost every day? Let's just think about it. For example, some people's job obliges them to perform with presentations or reports like every week in front of a huge number of people. And not every person is very self-confident, so that's why for ordinary human is a kind of a stress. Consequently, he experiences adrenaline. Or for example, just me right now. On the stage, I feel adrenaline because I'm a bit nervous like every speaker. And before going to the stage, my heart begin to beat faster. That's what I call everyday adrenaline. But today, I want to tell you about some other kind of this feeling. I have one passion that seems quite dangerous for my mom, for some of my friends, and just actually for a lot of people. When I was 13, my dad took me to the Olympiski swimming pool, and I have become engaged in scuba diving. Sorry. That was actually 3 or 4 months of terrible learning the manual with a lot of unknown words like atmosphere pressure or decompression sickness. And in the swimming pool, we were learning to dive, and it was difficult. It was boring for me to put together equipment or to learn for hours some dive signals. Later, my final open water exam was appointed on June in Egypt. It was my dad's present for me, and I swear, that moment, I will never forget this feeling when when I dived under the Red Sea. I felt so much adrenaline that it's really hard to describe. But later, in 1 or 2 minutes, when my ears and my eyes got used to the depths, I felt such an abasement while seeing all this beauty of the sea, this clear crystal water, this incredibly beautiful coral reefs, and little bright fishes drifting just a few inches from me. I even saw a moray, this terrible fish. By that moment, I felt only delight and excite. So I didn't make a sense to you that this can be dangerous. After this experience, I found a new passion for me that is somehow connected with adrenaline and a kind of a risk. Unfortunately, this hobby is not a cheap one. That's why I'm not able to dive very often. But for 7 years, for 7-8 years, I have dived in the Red Sea, Mediterranean, Caribbean, Black Sea, and even Atlantic Ocean. So the one thing that I really like about diving is that there are a lot of opportunities for developing, for improving your diving skills. Just for example, here you can see these stages of being a diver. It's from the simplest stage to the hardest one. And for obtaining a certificate of a diver, you need to take special courses because each stage contains a lot of new information. And in each stage you can see sub-stages. For example, here it is. For example, my dream is to obtain a certificate of wreck diver and cabin diver because this certificate allows you to explore the ships that went underwater and underwater caves. So that's really exciting. I hope that one day I will obtain it and I will do this. If you still don't want to go to sign up for the diving courses, I want to provide you with some benefits of being a diver. The first one, of course, it is great for your health because while exercising under the water, you strengthen your muscles and spend hours under the water carrying heavy equipment. It's really good for your physical for your body. Thank you. The second one is increased emotional well-being. Of course, obviously, being underwater, watching fishes, watching reefs, that's very relaxing. It's a great way to get to reunite with the nature and to distress. The third one is social benefits. What I really like about diving is you can make new friends, the people who have the same hobbies, same interests. That's really great to have new friends, for example. And one more thing that, as for me, is one of the most important ones in our modern world, is environmental awareness. Because diving makes you appreciate nature. Because because you can connect with the people who can educate you about the importance of preserving the underwater habitats. And you treat the nature more carefully, better, because you know how beautiful it is. So from my own experience, I can say that to feel and to see the power of ocean, the power of the sea, the power of the nature is one of the most unforgettable feelings. Because every moment the ocean may brings you new surprises and you have no idea what can happen in this very moment. So, dear friends, dear Toastmasters and guests, just try new, try dangerous, try unexplained and unbelievable. Be adrenaline addictive because it's really cool and it's worth it. So, thank you.